Hi everyone, I'm Lori McGraw, the Resource Rundown. So today's video is for parents out there. So I know there's a lot of misunderstandings and confusion about how things look in Google Classroom and things are assigned and how it translates over to your district grading system. For many school districts, they're using Infinite Campus or Skyward, and those school systems are called an LMS system. So for the rest of this video, I'll kind of refer to it that way. The questions are, my child turned in all of their work, but yet they have missing assignments showing in the district LMS system. Why is that? So that's one of the questions I'm going to be answering for you today. So I'm going to go over how teachers assign assignments in Google Classroom and why they might use one assignment versus another to kind of help you with parts of this. I'm just going to go through a process and hopefully I answer all your questions by the time I'm done. So first off, when a teacher assigns an assignment in Google Classroom, one thing is that that assignment may or may not be something that they decide to grade. Some teachers only grade a couple of assignments for the week. They pick which ones they think are more important, and those are the ones that get graded. Some teachers might grade everything, but maybe there's an assignment that students didn't do very well on, and so maybe they're just going to throw that one out. Or sometimes there's an assignment that the teacher doesn't feel like the lesson went well, and so they want to throw that assignment out. So sometimes there's assignments that might get left in Google Classroom, but the teacher is not going to be using, and so it doesn't get translated to the LMS system. Something else that happens too, there are teachers that do use programs, I'm one of them, that uses programs that the work is completed in that program and it's outside of Google Classroom, but I assign it in Google Classroom so the students know that they have an assignment they have to do in that program. And then they go to that program and complete it. And then in Google Classroom, they go in and mark it as done. Well, sometimes students forget to go in and mark as done. Or sometimes they mark it as done and make sure and show that it's turned in, but they didn't actually do the work. And this happens a lot. So a parent will be looking and they'll say, hey, my child, they have all of their work turned in. Why is it showing missing in the LMS system? Well, that's because the child probably turned in the work or turned in the assignment in Google Classroom, but didn't actually do the work. They can turn in blank documents. They can turn in assignments that they completed in other systems that they didn't actually complete in other systems. So it shows that it's turned in, but they didn't actually do the work. So something else that happens is in Google Classroom, you can have an assignment that shows missing in Google Classroom, and you flag it missing in your LMS system. And so when it's flagged in the LMS system, most systems will count that as a 0. In Google Classroom, it's not. It just shows as a missing assignment and doesn't reflect into the grade. So you look at a grade in Google Classroom, and it's, even though maybe all the assignments are the same in Google Classroom as they are in the LMS system, the grade is different. And it could be because that missing assignment that your child has in Google Classroom isn't being held against them, where in the LMS system, it is. So as you can see, there's a lot of things that could happen as to why there might be a discrepancy between Google Classroom and Infinite Campus or Skyward or some of those other programs or LMS system. So what I want to reiterate to you is make sure if you want the most accurate picture for what your student is doing in the class, you need to be checking the LMS system, your school's parent portal or whatever it is that your school calls that. You need to be logging into that system and checking the grades there because that is going to be the most accurate. If you feel like there's a gap and maybe there's some assignments that are going to be in there that just maybe the teacher hasn't put in there, so you're not sure what their grade is, you need to contact your child's teacher and find out. Because there are times too when there is missing work, a child did turn it in, they just don't have it graded yet because we grade all of, at least I do, I grade all of my work that's turned in all at one time. And then if there's missing work, that gets put on the back burner and I grade it when I have time. So it doesn't always get graded right away when a student turns in missing work. It takes a little bit longer. So just make sure if you have any questions that you check with your child's teacher. But the big thing is check your LMS system, your district's LMS system. That is going to be the most accurate place to look for your students' grades. So I hope that you found this video helpful. Give me a thumbs up if you liked my video. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below on the notification bell. If you have any comments, questions, put them in the comments down below. As always, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.